Disclaimer. This book is definitely do not read it if you are under the age of 18. It includes incest, pedophilia, sexual assault, lots of gore, and weird ass fetishes, and blenders, and babies. Proceed at your own risk. Hi, my camera's broken, you're on my phone. Apologies for the crude quality right now, but quality doesn't matter in this video because today we are looking at Baby in a Blender, which is one of the most disturbing books of all time. I got the book somehow free on this website. I don't know if I should say that, but I have seen a few people react to this and I've never really gotten what the story is. I mean, given the title, it should be fairly obvious, but apparently it's a lot worse. I've been pretty desensitized to the internet, watching disturbing movies, live leaks, dark web, you name it. Please ignore my voice, I'm quite sick. Can't breathe through my nose, and I've got a bagging headache. So what better way than to recover than to f*** up my brain just a little bit more and read Baby in a Blender. This book is by Terry Muslata and was released in quote 1980 something. So this book is so niche that the release date isn't even confirmed. I'm nervous. This is the front cover. There are less than 20 pages of this book. Let's go. I'm going to read out loud. Jonah didn't eat Rebecca's baby the moment she birthed the thing. Instead, he sat staring at the blood-smeared bastard, trying to decide if he wanted... Oh, okay. Disclaimer. He already ruled out drilling the little chap's... There were acts he could perform anytime he wanted with a baby he snatched off the street, but Rebecca's little one was different. Her baby was so fresh, its umbilical cord was still attached to the placenta. Its body was still streaked with blood and its few strands of hair matted with the amniotic fluid. Amniotic? I've never seen that word before. The thought of forcing...
Brother, this guy stinks!
Oh my god! I'm only on the first paragraph! Ooh, this is this is disgusting! I feel ill. Twitched with anticipation of the warmth of the brain gunge squelching. What a sentence. Okay, I'm gonna make this a bit more lighthearted. I'm gonna make the voices sound quite funny. Ain't you gonna gobble him up? Rebecca said. Is that offensive? Rebecca asked, slightly put out by Jonah's hesitation to eat her spawn. After all, I did spend a whole 9 months growing him in my... After all, I did spend a whole 9 months growing him in my belly, especially for you. I know, Jonah muttered. Don't forget the fruit of my loins I did... What? Sorry. Brain is not working already. I did f*** you every day for a whole month to make sure I planted my seed in your womb. Better to be safe than sorry, I guess. Rebecca smiled, her tongue slithering along her scabby lips like a serpent. Before darting behind her stained, cracked, yellow teeth. I'll happily while you eat him if you want, she said with all the seduction she could muster. How can you be seductive saying that sentence? After all, you are his daddy and all. You are such a good sister. In fact, you're the best sister ever. I know Martha was our kin too, but she was a and deserved to die. She didn't put family first like you do. I appreciate everything you've done for me, and I'm grateful you grew this little feast inside your... In fact, I'm so grateful, I feel it only fitting no. Oh, God. Okay, shall I clean you up? She asks, her eyes blazing with a carnal hunger. Jonah nodded. Rebecca lowered her head, her lips... Never mind. Working her tongue... Alright, okay. Brain cheese? brain custard, can you stop? Pulling the baby free, he started to eat its corpse. I need a cigarette and I don't even smoke. As he chewed, Rebecca fell onto his now failing... licking up the... No. See that? Over there? Might come in handy. You know what? Cheers. I've never tried a buzzball. Every time I gag, I'm gonna take a swig. I'm gonna be pissed. As Jonah swallowed down, chewing up the soft bones and gristle at the baby's feet, Rebecca lay back on the bed and smiled seductively at her brother. This is family. I know Mama will be proud looking down on us right now. I know she will, Jonah said with a smile as he glanced up at the peephole drilled in the ceiling. Huh? In the room above, Mama kept her eye pressed. Oh, she's literally alive, like looking down on them through... Cool. Mama kept her eye pressed up against the hole, watching her children carry on the family tradition. As she viewed the scene below, her bony arse up in the air, folds of ulcerated skin hanging off it like ribbons of torn hide. Lovely. All the time she worked at her moldy with her mummified dead husband. Ew! Well. Oh, that is horrendous. Rebecca and Mama set about cleaning the house while Jonah headed out with the truck. As usual, the job of bringing home money to keep the household going fell to him. Sorry, I had a stroke reading that sentence. Mama often said it was fair, given the fact that he'd killed Pa, but the old bastard was a spineless who needed burning alive. No true man would ever be seen in public reading a book. That's possibly the most controversial line in this whole book! Not only did he make money off the invasions, but he got to pick through their belongings too. And, of course, there was the bonus of f***ing his victims before he killed them. Okay. I feel like I should be on a list reading this. He wasn't a Nancy boy. What's a Nancy? It means a gay man. Okay. He did enjoy men more than women, because they seemed to be more afraid. He expected some of the men had fantasized about being by a robber, and when he stuck his... Today, however, would be different. He wasn't in the mood. All he wanted was money, some decent food, and maybe the chance to kick the living shit out of a few people. Unless his victims were particularly good looking or showed a high level of fear, he wouldn't bother. I'm blurring out a lot of sentences on my own, like, just from this. Because, like, A, it won't be allowed on YouTube, and B, I feel like I'm going to be sick just reading them. I think Felix just farted. This book is... This book is making me more ill. Hi there, ma'am. Hi there, ma'am. Despite her reluctance to engage, she didn't try to shut the door, and Jonah maneuvered himself so he would block any attempt to close it. He said, I know how stressful moving can be. There's always so many little jobs which need doing, time-consuming tasks that you don't want to face. That's why I'm here, to assist you in any way you require it, she said softly. Please keep your voice down. I've just got a baby off to sleep. No. No. So you're all alone here with a baby? He asks. She nodded, uneasy with his presence, but unsure how to react. On the counter sat a large gift-wrap box. Is it someone's birthday? Jonah asks. It's a housewarming gift from my mother-in-law, the woman said. To be honest, I haven't unpacked the coffee machine. Why do I feel like it's not a coffee machine? Jonah placed the toolbox on the counter and opened the lid. Reaching out, he took hold of the woman's hand, which was trembling. Why are you shaking? He asked, his voice overly considerate. Unnervingly so. And before she could react, he reached across and snipped off her little finger. Screaming, she tried to pull away, but Jonah was too strong. In shock, she wet herself. I'm just gonna time-lapse. And then, because I can't really say this. And I don't really want to say it, so. See you in a minute. So I was right. It is a blender. And Quote, don't let your titties drop in there, mama. You better keep them under wraps, you know. What the f*** is this sentence? This is filth. This is absolutely disgusting. Who writes this? Who willingly types this onto a computer and clicks publish? Okay, I'm gonna carry on reading because this is very significant to the title. Oh, by the way, the woman died. The woman, he forced her to strip and then he killed her. He just wanted the baby. Oh my god, he's put him in the blender. There was a blur, splashes of colour, like a tornado of sexual freedom. He started to gulp down the meaty, vicious slop. It tasted rich and delicious, a tingle of offal and a hint of sour bile in the background, but the overwhelming flavour was of fresh death and power. As he drank, Mama spat out her dentures! I just imagine he's drinking it and then she goes, oh. Last sentence. One day we'll wonder how we ever made do without a f***ing blender. Pretty good. Alright, review. This book is f***ing garbage. It feels like a really edgy 12-year-old wrote it just to try and disgust all of the girls in his grade at school. I feel physically ill. I don't even know what to say. I'd say it's worth the hype. However, it's very try-hard. Do you want to know what it reminded me heavily of? A mix of a Serbian film and Mei Chen's daily life, the manga. This book sucks. This book sucks. Everything sucked. Even the mum. 0 out of 10. Absolutely not. Who was into this? That was Baby in a Blender. Amazing read. 10 out of 10. Would read again. Did you like that, baby? Huh? Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed somehow. Ow! I'm out. Goodbye. Have a good day. Mwah. Bye.